Ever heard of the phrase, sleep is for the weak? I was one of the face of that phrase of a campaign where I was always telling the people around me, especially my friends, that they shouldn't be sleeping because other people were making money whilst they were sleeping. As much as this campaign of a phrase may be very productive, it is only productive in a certain time frame with respect to age.
True. Oh my goodness. I feel very tired. Very. I toss and turn every night, trying to find a very comfortable position, but it always feels like I'm fighting against myself. Maybe it's the thoughts in my head, the endless chatter that keeps me awake. I try to clear my mind, to focus on my breath, but the thoughts keep coming back like never-ending streams of consciousness. Or maybe it's the silence that unnerves me, the stillness of the night that makes me feel alone with my thoughts. I try to drown out the silence with music or white noise, but it only seems to make things worse. Sometimes, just sometimes, I wonder if it's the weight of the world that keeps me up at night, the worries and the fears that I carry with me every day. I try to tell myself that everything will be okay. And it's not. That I can handle whatever comes my way, but the doubts and uncertainties linger in my mind every now and then. Interestingly, as I sit here, lost in thought, I realize that maybe it's all of these things, a perfect storm of thoughts, feelings, and fears that keep me from finding the rest I so desperately need. And I'm not surprised why I get so tired when I go to work. And I feel dizzy here and there, sleepy. And instead of me being very active behind my desk, I feel lazy most of the time because I don't have enough sleep. But despite all of this, I know that I can't give up on sleep. Yeah. That I have to keep trying to find a way to quiet my mind and soothe my soul. Maybe it's the change in the routine or a shift in perspective, or maybe it's a matter of time and patience. But whatever it is, I know that I have to keep searching, keep trying, keep hoping that someday I'll find the peace and the rest that I so desperately crave. For now, I just have to live the day as I sit on my bed, lost in thoughts. And maybe wait for sleep to come. Because this is becoming very unbearable for me. Yeah, extremely unbearable. It's well. I need to speak to a psychologist because I can't handle this anymore. Yeah, I can't.
I have a friend, a very top profile person in Ghana, an astute lawyer, who once told my wife and I about how he intentionally decided not to sleep during his heydays back in law school, because he spent most of the night trying to read his books and get a lot of things into his memory. And today, the funny thing is, he's not able to sleep at all. And he's very much concerned with that, coupled with other health conditions. Sleep is very important, and it's something that we do almost every day because our biological clocks, in tune with nature, has a time that causes us to retire to bed and have a rest. It's very important to note that your laptop that uses the operating system Windows has over 3 functional options when you click on the power button on the start menu. First, you have the option of shutdown. Then you have the option of restart. Then you have the option of hibernate. Then you have another option, very important to the machine, which is sleep. What does sleep do to the machine? Sleep causes the machine to have some rest, so that certain background processes that takes enough memory and slows down the machine can happen whilst the machine is resting. It also causes the machine to be efficient when you need it in the most hours when you're productive. Even the machine needs sleep. The human body is designed to sleep when it's tired, when it's evening, when it's dark, so that it can reserve enough energy and then use it when it's most needed. And so sleep is a biological component of an activity that replenishes the body. And not just the body, your soul, where your mind is situated, also needs that sleep. Isn't it amazing that you go to bed very tired, thinking that when you have enough sleep with the hours, you wake up replenished, refreshed, and energized? But unfortunately, that's not the case when you wake up, especially in the mornings. In fact, you actually wake up very tired than you went to bed. There's a reason why these things happen. The first reason is that your bedroom, where you usually sleep, is made to sleep. It's interesting that in modern times, we have televisions in our bedrooms. Sometimes we've converted our bedrooms into an office because of the times that we find ourselves. Sometimes you just have to work on the go. You have to work right when you put your feet on the ground getting up from the bed, because the world has become very competitive and time is of the essence. And so it is convenient to have your working tools and materials around you, especially by your bed, in your bedroom. And so once the body, through your mind, knows that you have extended your work office from your workplace into your bedroom, the mind recalibrates itself, now beginning to think that my bedroom is no longer just for sleep, but is also for work. And so your ability to be knocked off deeply into sleep reduces. So what do? You still have to make money, but you have to be disciplined enough that when it's time for you to sleep, you put off anything that causes you or can induce you to work, especially your laptops or even your televisions. One of the reasons why you might also be losing sleep and may not be sleeping like a baby, it's the color of your room and possibly the color of your bulb. If you're using very bright light in your room, bright light that interferes with the ability of your eyes to dilate and constrict, so that you can be able to knock yourself off into sleep easily, then there's a problem. Bright lights like blue lights can induce sleep. But when you have a blue light that does not complement the painting of your room, then there is noise. Noise in your mind, noise in your visual corridors. And so it takes a longer time for you to sleep, because then your eyes has to deal with the right color tone that puts your body into a certain equilibrium so that it coincides bodily with your tiredness. Then you can be able to sleep well. But when you have this conflict of colors, going on through your visuals, then it becomes almost impossible to sleep and sleep well. Another reason why you might lose sleep and not be able to sleep very well has to do with what you do immediately you get into bed. In an era of social media where we are mostly on our phones while we're about to sleep, and so we scroll through the day on what we missed out by visiting certain social media sites like Twitter, like Facebook, like TikTok, and get ourselves updated. And through that, we have the hope to sleep through. But it always doesn't work like that. What you're doing to yourself is simple. You're saying to your body and to your mind that I'm always going to rely on this to get myself knocked into sleep. Just like putting in a boring movie that you're not interested in and then you get knocked off. The interesting thing about this is that when it becomes a routine, then it creates a habit. And when it creates a habit, then it creates a certain level of dependency. And so, when you go to bed and you don't get access to your phone, or you're scrolling through the day on your social medias about things that are boring or of no interest, you are actually downloading a lot of data to think about just before you sleep. And so, whilst you are oscillating between that sleep realm, your mind begins to work itself by asking a lot of questions and doing all the chatterings. And so your eyes might be closed, you might lose a certain level of consciousness driving into sleep, but your mind is seriously active. And that is why you wake up extremely tired, because tiredness is not just in body, it's also very mental. And the last reason why you are likely to lose sleep and may not sleep like a baby is worrying. Yes. Personally, what I do to myself before I sleep is to assess my day. Assess my day on what I did, the people I met, what new thing I learned, and I do an introspection if I had actually lived the day before I sleep. At first, I used to worry about things, especially if you're a married person or a parent or even a single person who is buzzed with a lot of responsibilities and paying bills. Then you have to think about the next idea to help you live a better life. And so you can lose sleep. Yes, because instead of thinking, you get to find yourself worrying. And worrying is an event that competes with the same realm of your mind, and so you're not able to initiate the whole process of sleeping deep that regurgitates your body. Sleep is very important. Your body needs sleep. I know you need to make money. I know you need to burn the candles to learn that book. I know you need to pass the exams. But I also recommend that there should always be a balance, because your body needs it. Once your body is under stress, it can even affect your immune system, and in no time, your pressure can go up, you can feel tired, and your day becomes quite unproductive. I know that oftentimes people spend time to do the most important thing in their day when the environment is quiet. It's a good practice, but like I said, there should always be a balance. And so I leave you with this. Sleep is very important for your body. And that is why it is the most activity you engage yourself in when you were a baby. Because you slept 9 months of your life off. And that is why you came out as a baby very healthy and strong, surviving all the bacteria and viruses that couldn't kill you. Yes. And so your body, as you grow, still needs sleep. But in all of this, it's not just about sleeping, it's about resting. And like I always say, sleep is to the body as rest is to the mind. In subsequent episodes, we will treat the topic of sleep and rest. I pray that whilst your body performs the function of sleep, your mind will be able to rest so that you wake up refreshed, energized, and healthy once again for your daily activities. If you like this kind of content, kindly subscribe to this channel and kindly like and comment and share my YouTube channel to your family and friends so that I can reach a wider audience. Thank you very much for watching this episode, and I remain Quist, your mind surgeon, and I say that let your mind do the conversations. I'm out.